Okay.
This is a hotel room. And not just any hotel room, but rather the most expensive hotel room on the planet.
Hi, YouTube. Please subscribe to this channel, by the way. After I walk into the most expensive hotel room on the planet, you know you got f***ed over. Okay? This is this is so ugly, dude. Why the f*** are there polka dots on the fucking pillars? Absolutely ridiculous.
At a cost of $100,000
Scam
per night. You could buy a nice house in Phoenix, or you could stay here for a week. It's located here in the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas, and today I'm going to take you on a tour.
Oh shit. When I heard when someone said here's a tour of the world's most expensive hotel room, I just did not even assume it's in Vegas. I instantly assumed like Abu Dhabi, right? Like I straight up thought, oh, it's like gotta be in like fucking Dubai, you know, like if you're paying $100,000 a night to stay anywhere in Vegas, you deserve to lose that money. Like you literally deserve to lose that money. It's fucking nuts. You're in Vegas and you're in the Palms, which is ironically not even one of the better casinos. It's older. It's not even a good one. Like it's not even like the fucking Cosmopolitan or the Aria or any of those like newer developments that are actually good. That is so sad.
Tour of it.
Yeah, it's a comp room for high rollers. Absolutely. There's no way that anyone is like, I'm gonna pay 100. I did not watch it. I did not watch this. I did not watch this. You watched someone else watch it. So now you think I watched it. I literally did not, okay? Someone sent this video to me and I never watched it. I literally had it open like a week ago or 2 weeks ago and I never ended up watching it.
This is called the Empathy Suite, and it's basically a 2-story mansion in the sky. It's effectively an all-new room as part of a nearly $700 million renovation of the Palms, and this is the crown jewel. Why
is this so ugly, dude? Bro, you really spent that much money on this, dude? Also, fucking leave it to rich people to have like an empathy room. Did I misunderstand that? Like, God, this shit is so ugly, dude. It is yikes all the way. There's no way Doug is like actually into this, right?
Ultimate hotel room in Vegas, probably the most expensive hotel room on the planet. And today, I'm going to take you on a tour of it. Now, eagle-eyed viewers may point out that I don't normally review hotel rooms, but I did review a few houses last year, and ever since then, people have been asking me, begging me for more property tours. So I figured, why not come out to Vegas and review a hotel?
I love that. Wait, so his house tours were just like, here's a tour of a modern house above the ocean? That's like kind of normal, dude. What the fuck? Like, that's kind of funny that he was just like, this is a cool house. Check this cool house out. It has a pool. I'm Doug. And then he's like, this is the most expensive hotel room on the planet.
For more property tours. So I figured, why not come out to Vegas and review a hotel room that costs $100,000 a night? Seems reasonable enough. So let's get started with the tour. Now, I'm standing here in the entry of the Empathy Suite, and a few things to go over. For one thing, it's about 9,000 square feet, and yet it only has 2 bedrooms. I'll explain why in a minute. Now, like I mentioned, this is a 2-story hotel room on the 34th and 35th floors of the Palms, making this the highest hotel room you can get in this building. Before I show you around this room, let's talk pricing. Yes, $100,000 a night with a 2-night minimum. And you don't just go on the Palms website and book this room, you have to apply. And then they do their due diligence to make sure you can actually afford it. The other way to get in here is if you have a $1 million line of credit with the Palms. Then they give you the room as a perk. Now, some other perks that they give you, you have a 24-hour butler who is on call for the duration of your stay. And you also have a chauffeured car service, among many other things.
I love that he's like unapologetically wearing this fit, by the way. It's like, he's just like, yeah, $100,000 a night hotel room that I'm reviewing currently. in literally the most like dadcore fit that I could find. Like, motherfucker's got like a $10 t-shirt on with khaki shorts. At least they're not cargo. Oh my God. It's kind of a fucking ballsy move to just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Thanks. But as I stand here in this entryway, you're probably thinking, it looks kind of dull. Until you look over there. And then you see some sharks. The sharks are there because they're art from the world famous artist Damien Hirst, who designed 6 individual pieces for just this hotel room, including these sharks, which are called Winner Loser. Rather interesting thing to see right when you walk into a hotel room. But anyway, you walk into the...
What the fuck? Is that art too? Is that a Damien Hirst piece as well?
Empathy suite and turn.
Why is there a fucking pill wall, dude? Wait, is he not going to talk about the pill wall? Is he just, why did he just cut away from the wall of medicine, dude?
Empathy suite and
wait, he just, what was that, like a fucking foreshadowing? You can't just show some shit like that and then move away.
Turn to your left, and then you see a medicine cabinet, which seems oddly placed until you discover that it too is a piece of art from Damien.
I knew it, dude. I fucking knew it.
Hirst. This one is called Vegas. And the Damien Hirst theme continues throughout the room, specifically with butterflies and medicine or pills. Keep that in your mind as I'm showing you around, because there are a lot of rather interesting Easter eggs related to those items. And there's more art worth noting right off the bat. For instance, above the bar, you have these marlins and these...
Oh my God, are those polka dots his creation as well? Oh, Jesus Christ. His art is a scam. When you're so rich, your hotel room has Easter eggs?
Glass cases.
I mean, that's not even an Easter egg. That's like literally, you know what this is? This is when you look at something that looks like an in-game item that you can interact with, but you can't. So you keep trying to fucking press E. And you're like, why can't I get the pills out of this thing? But you can't because it's just art. Okay, so it's the opposite of an Easter egg. It's like literally a fucking bugged cabinet, a bugged medicine cabinet that you try to interact with over and over again. That's what that's like.
Butterflies and medicine or pills. Keep that in your mind as I'm showing you around, because there are a lot of rather interesting Easter eggs related to those items. And there's more art worth noting right off the bat. For instance, above the bar, you have these marlins in these glass cases, which is a really cool look you can see from a lot of different parts of the room.
Okay, I already dislike this guy. He's like fucking, I mean, I guess he has a dead marlin featured there, so I'm kind of on board. I mean, maybe this guy is fucking terrified of the ocean like I am,
Although
too.
my personal favorite art piece is next to the dining room table. It's this wall of pills called money. You can see there's just pills and more pills, and it's a rather striking look. But it's one that I find rather amusing and interesting, and certainly worth checking out. But
dude, it's so ugly. It's so fucking ugly. What the fuck? It is literally like someone just, yo, what the fuck? You listen, if you're paying $100,000 to stay in a hotel room, I'm kind of happy that this is the hotel room that you're staying in, because you deserve to be punished with this dog shit hotel room. Okay, if you got that kind of money, oh God, there's pills in the back of the chairs. Oh my God, oh, it's so tacky. It's like, ugh, it's so.
Let's go back to the bar. And yes, this hotel room has a bar. And I can tell you right now that your hotel room doesn't. But take a look at the top of this bar. It's medical waste. These aren't used medical supplies, to be clear, but you do have these medical gloves and pill wrappers and tubes all throughout the top of the...
Yo, when I go to Vegas to fucking, have a good time, I love to be reminded of the hospital, but not just the hospital, which is already like a fucking horrible scene. You're never having a good time at the hospital, okay? But also the worst part of a hospital, which would be medical waste. What the fuck is this, dude? Is Damien Hirst actually low-key an anti-capitalist hero? Is he trying to punish wealthy people? Is that what this is? Is this like one big social experiment that like rich people will buy anything? And I've decided I'm going to literally make the most upsetting, unsettling things and sell that as art to wealthy people. Is that what he's doing right now?
This bar, there's even a syringe or two in here. The people at the Palms told me it's a rather controversial piece, but I think it certainly looks interesting and more exciting than just your standard bar. Not that you would mistake this for your standard bar, because it has 13 seats in a hotel room. And as you can see, each of the seats has a little pill on the back, again continuing the theme. Of course, in this bar, you also have a sink, you have a built-in ice maker, which I love ice. I think that's a fantastic feature. And you have all the...
Oh, man. That's so sick, dude. I paid $100,000 a night for this hotel room. Luckily, it's got a built-in ice maker in the bar, dude. I love ice.
Accoutrement you'd expect from a fully stocked bar. Just happens to be in your hotel room. And next up, another item. When you come behind the bar, you can see there's an iPad here mounted on this little pedestal. And why would you have an iPad in a bar? And that's because this controls basically all of the comfort and convenience and tech equipment in this hotel room. I'm gonna go over a few of the highlights. One is that this room has 5 different climate zones. There's different climate zones in the bedrooms, different areas of the room, 5 total different temperatures you can have as you walk through here, which is more than most people have in their homes. And of course, the crazy doesn't stop there. You can use this iPad to close the curtains. A little too bright in here for you? Just go into the curtains menu on your iPad and they will all close automatically. You don't have to press a button or point a remote at something. Just do it on your iPad.
Yeah, when you no longer want to see the ugly ass fucking pillars that absolutely look like shit, and you want to actually stare at the strip from afar because you literally aren't on it, then you can press a button and the ugly ass curtains will close instead. And hopefully when it's dark inside, you won't have to be getting assaulted in your eyeballs with the horrifying artwork around the walls.
And of course, you can also use the iPad to reopen all of the curtains all automatically, so you don't ever have to lift a finger except to tap your iPad screen. And here's another great feature of this iPad. When you stay in a hotel, you want to put the do not disturb sign up or request housekeeping, there's a little hang tag you put on your door. In this room, you can select it through the iPad. You don't have to walk all the way to the door and put a little placard there. Instead, just tap a button and it turns on a little panel outside the door, letting housekeeping know that you're not to be disturbed or that you want housekeeping.
I love that. That's literally the worst part of being in a hotel, dude, is like having to walk all the way to your door and put that hang tag up, dude. It's crazy. Thank God I can do it on my iPad now. This is definitely worth $100,000.
Keeping pretty cool. And by the way, it's worth noting that this iPad is not unique to behind the bar. There are iPads like this all throughout this room. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. So no matter where you are, you have easy access to close the curtains or request housekeeping or basically anything else.
Dude, this is like depressing me. This is actually like incredibly depressing. Like the more I look at this hotel rooms, I've talked about this before. The hotel rooms have like this weird vibe always where like you have to have sex in them. But this one is so sad. This one is like, it just like fucks my mood up, dude. Like just looking at it is like making me upset.
And next up, moving away from the bar, we walk now towards the living area, or one of them, and the dining room table, and here in the kitchen. Now the kitchen is over here in a corner, probably not gonna be doing much cooking or food prep while you're staying in this room, but it is here. And there's a nifty little feature. You can access the kitchen like I just did by walking through the room, but if you have like a caterer coming over to make food,
the subtle I have sex take. Yeah, dude. I was flexing on you by, I was flexing on you by saying like I have had sex before.
You don't want them to walk through your party, so right when you enter the room, there's a little hidden door on the side. That's your butler's entry to the kitchen, and they can just come right through here, access the kitchen, and they won't have to disturb the guests by doing so. That is a pretty cool quirk. And next up, let's move back into the living area for one of the great seating areas of all time. Now, I say that in part because of this view. You look out over the strip, you can see all the other casinos, mountains in the distance, a gorgeous place to be. But to me, the more interesting view is in here because you have the world's longest couch. Now, I don't know if this is actually the world's longest couch, but it's got to be in the running. It kind of snakes all the way around the room, clearly custom designed for it. I counted, and you could get 30 people on here comfortably with enough room to kind of move around. You could probably get 60 people on here if you cram them all together. Not too often you see a 60-person couch, but that's the situation in the empathy suite. So what do all
I love that it's called the empathy suite. This is just all kinds of fucked
these people
up,
do when they're sitting on their giant couch? Well, the answer is they can watch TV if they want to, of course. You can see there's a TV here facing like maybe a third of the couch. But just in case you feel like you're being left out from the
yeah, you can't even see it. You can't even see it from like half the fucking couch.
TV experience, don't worry.
Dude, literally, okay, I'm just gonna say something. The worst place on the planet is like the waiting room at the doctor's office, okay? It's like one of the most uncomfortable places, one of the most stress-inducing experiences where you're just like sitting there and there's like other fucking 6 people in your vicinity and they're like looking at you like, I wonder what the fuck's wrong with this guy. And like these motherfuckers were like, oh yeah, dude, I am going to literally create that vibe as a hotel room, dude. Why in the ever-loving fuck would you ever sit at a fucking waiting room for a hospital or for your doctor's office, but it's your entire hotel room?
Go along the back of the TV and you can see it's double-sided, and there's speakers on both sides. So if you're sitting at the bar, you can watch the TV, and if you're sitting on the couch, you can watch the TV, which is a pretty cool situation. If
it's like half of a doctor's waiting room, half of an airport terminal. And it's 2 of the most uncomfortable places.
For instance, you're having a Super Bowl party at $100,000 a night. Not that that is the only sitting room. Walk all the way across the lower floor of the empathy suite, past the bar, and you get over.
Nobody that is dumb enough to fucking spend $100,000 on the ugliest hotel room of all time. Like, this literally might be a record holder for how fucking awful this hotel room is. Has that many friends to fill that many seats, okay? Straight up.
Over to the second sitting room, which is a little bit smaller, but it still has all of the same magical touches, including the wonderful view. More importantly, though, it has these swings, which are nice and fluffy. There are 4 of them. So if you get tired of sitting in your sitting area, you can come over here, sit in your sitting area, and swing. And next up, you leave the game room, come over to the side, there's a little door, but before you open it, take a look at the wallpaper in this room. You can see some subtle butterflies in here.
That looks like an accident. That literally just looks like an accident. It's just like,
told you, there are a lot of...
Dude, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. It's just so bad. This is, every part of this is, it's literally getting worse, dude. It's like a SNL sketch.
Little butterfly and pill-related Easter eggs.
The only way you can enjoy this room is if you're on pills is so wrong. I feel like this would fuck me up. If I was on drugs, I would literally feel worse. This room has the opposite. This room gives you the opposite vibes, okay, that you want to have.
Throughout this room, you've probably already seen some, and that's another. But anyway, open up this door and you enter the bathroom that I'm sitting in, which is gigantic. I've stayed in hotel rooms that are smaller than this bathroom, but this is just a half bath. There's not even a shower or a tub in here. This is just a bathroom with a toilet and a bench, which is just insane. And as you can see, there are pills all over the wallpaper.
Oh, dude, no, I love to have a bench in my bathroom for, you know, for everybody who's waiting while I'm taking a shit. It's important. Hey, Americans, how does it make you feel that we can't have socialized medicine because of this, okay? How does that make you feel, dude? Because there's wealthy people out there who are like, instead of paying more taxes, we are going to reinvest and do this instead. I hope that you are happy. That's the price of freedom, baby.
Which is just insane. And as you can see, there are pills all over the wallpaper too. Again, kind of in keeping with the theme. By the way, the toilet in here is one of these
Finasteride, baby. Look at that. That's a pill that I use. Anyway.
Japanese style high-tech toilets. You can walk up to it, it will sense your presence and automatically open, and you have a whole litany of different...
It's just so busy. It's so ugly. It literally doesn't have anything. Like the the theme is like over the top with the pills. Okay, it's not subtle. And then also it has nothing to do with butterflies or fishes. So then you just like, you're blasted in the face with like butterflies and fishes. It's the ugliest fucking wallpaper you could ever have in any capacity. I can't tell if this is like a troll or something. Like, it's so bad that it could be on purpose.
Different controls and features you can use, going well beyond just flush, which is all that my toilet can do. But who has time for pool or foosball or bathrooms, really, when you have this balcony? Come out from the bar and from the living areas, open the door, and you can see this is the coolest balcony I have ever seen. The coolest balcony you have ever seen. The coolest balcony anyone has.
Motherfucker's never seen balconies, bro. I swear to God. He's like, I'm Doug, and I've never seen a balcony. Is that the reason why you're saying this is the coolest balcony you've ever seen? Dude, this literally looks like a decommissioned, like, McDonald's in Europe or something, okay? This should be, like, this is such a, every part of this is a mistake. Why are you gaslighting me, Doug? You can see all the way cooler hotels, like, you know, miles away. That's the worst part about Vegas, too, is, like, you literally see something and you're like, oh, well, that looks like it's a 5-minute walk. Just kidding. It's going to take you 45 minutes if you try to walk there. Everything is gigantic, and they're in the middle of a fucking flat-ass desert. So you think like a hotel is like 5 minutes away. It's not. Never walk in Vegas. That's the moral of the story. But you're not going to be able to find a cab in Vegas either, because the cab line is like 7 hours long.
Ever seen. One major reason for that, of course, is the pool, which actually hangs out over the hotel, facing toward the Vegas Strip and all of the other casinos.
Yeah, this is like, so you can see the cooler hotels. Like I said, it's like the Palm's not even on the Strip, so no one is going here anyway.
The bright lights. You're literally swimming, kind of suspended above everything out there.
That's just a dick, dude. This is a troll.
Higher than anybody else at the Palms, facing all of Las Vegas. That has got to be one of the coolest things you can do in this town.
Dude, it's so sad. This is the saddest thing ever, dude.
By the way, this pool currently, I would guess about 95, 96 degrees. I'm sure you can turn it up or down, or you can just sit in here, soak, and look out over the world. And by the way, just in case you don't want to go in the pool giant hot tub thing for some reason, you have a sitting area out here where you can just sit back and relax and hang out. And if that's not good enough,
there is no shot someone has ever fucking taken out $1 million line of credit with the Palms to be able to get this suite, and no one has paid $100,000 to get this suite. There's no way. Absolutely zero people would do this. I do not believe that a single human being on the planet, no matter how fucking gauche, no matter how fucking rich they are, would spend $100,000 to punish themselves this way. Rich people are stupid. No one is this stupid. There's just no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is like a fucking high roller room. They comp it for some people, but even then it's like, who the fuck is a high roller at the Palms? You know what I mean? And why the fuck would you want to be a high roller where this is what you get? If you're a high roller at the Palms, like, instead of spending that money there, spend it on literally any other casino and you'll be able to, you know, stay at a much nicer suite.
You have another sitting area, so don't worry. You have a lot of different options for hanging out and relaxing in your giant outdoor balcony. One other cool thing out here, the balcony actually opens up to the bar. You can see I can slide open these little doors and open up directly to the bar. The hotel will supply you with a bartender for a party if you want, and then they can serve you not just inside, but also outside, which is a pretty good situation you don't usually see in your typical hotel room. And by the way, one other item worth noting, you can see these columns on the side of this giant pool hot tub thing have these little dots on them. This is another Damien Hirst touch, all of these little...
Bro, this dude, Damien Hirst, or whatever the fuck, he just like, I feel like he just gets off on doing like the worst possible art he could and seeing if he can get away with it. Like, it literally feels like it's so bad, dude. It feels so bad. It must be on purpose, right? I'm just being charitable for no reason. But this is straight up one of the worst things I've ever seen, dude. It's so disappointing. I am worse off. He's a self-admitted hack, if I recall correctly. He's the UK's richest artist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you serious? The guy who made this is worth $500 million. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Damien is known in the art world as a copycat. I literally went to art school and was taught on how much this man sucks. He's owned to stealing ideas. The bad boy of British art, Damien Hirst, has defended himself against accusations of plagiarism. Damien Hirst's shipwreck fantasy sinks in Venice. Treasures from the wreck of Unbelievable is supposed to be the Hirst major comeback, but a rebuke to diminished popularity and slumping market value. What? 2 figures with a drum discovered by 2 divers. A television monitor near the ticket office. Like, what is he doing? Like, is he just like dumping the art that he makes into the water? That's actually not the worst, but this makes me angry. This shit makes me angry. Like, I look at that, like this at least, like it looks like some work was put into it. It's like kind of unique. I guess it's like tacky, but whatever. This isn't that bad. It's kind of cool, but this makes me mad. I see this shit and it literally makes me mad. I don't know if that's the intention. I don't know why, if that's the art, but this makes me literally want to headbutt the wall, okay? The pill stuff too. You sound like a conservative critiquing modern art. Dude. Don't do this shit, okay? Don't. I'm very, very open-minded to degeneracy. I'm literally the most degenerate motherfucker. Come on. No, like Dadaist works of art, it's not usually for me, but like it doesn't matter. And like modern art has seen by reactionaries historically as like gross and degenerate. That's why a lot of Nazis will like try to hype up like antique shit and say that like classical art is so much better and it's so much more advanced. It's like really dumb. I'm not one of those people at all, okay? I'm not one of those people at all. But it's so bad. Dadaism? No, Dada. A movement that of art that was like supposed to be, is it self-destructive? I don't know how to describe it. It's supposed to, not Dadaism like with a D-O-T. I don't even know if that's a thing. The pill art piece is worth $19 million. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. $19 million for that fucking cabinet? Are you stupid? You literally deserve to lose every single piece of... Every dollar you have, you deserve to lose. It's anti-art. Yes. Dadaism is like absurdist and anti-art. Yes. It's like this, but most importantly, this is making me upset. This is so ugly. It's so offensive, dude. It is so offensive that the more I learn about it, the angrier I'm getting. And maybe that inherently is what this art piece is supposed to look like. His mass-produced art has lost its shock. Now, in an attempt to wrest control of his legacy, Hirst is opening his own gallery. Will curating restore his status in the art world? Oh my God. Talks about for the love of God. Oh, this is the one. Oh, I remember this. This is like the diamond skull, isn't it? During the period he refers to as his glory years, Damien Hirst had a favorite gag. He would pull his foreskin through a hole in his pocket, then exclaim in mock alarm, "What's that?" People would go, "You've got some chewing gum in your trousers." They would touch it and go, "What the fuck?" He said, smirking. He played this trick on drinking buddies and he played it on complete strangers. He particularly enjoyed, okay, he's going to jail. Targeting self-important art world types, Hirst recently turned 50, and these days he appears to be almost fully house-trained. He still has the swagger, leather jacket, and t-shirt wardrobe of a rock star, and his mobile phone is loaded with eye-poppingly deviant films that he collects for his amusement and often shares. But he also now does yoga 3 times a week and stopped flashing when he gave up drink and drugs almost 9 years ago. Isn't the art scene all money laundering anyway? I mean, that's one part of it, but still, dude, still, this is like, I mean, art is an investment, like literally.
This is a spot painting that I made in New York, and I made it with a different type of paint. So they
Okay, that's it, dude. Ban British people. Okay, sorry.
kind of matte spots. The paint is called latex paint, which you don't get in England. And I made them in New York for my show at the Cohen Gallery where I did pharmacy. I made these big paintings. Yeah. And I like this. And it's 1993, that show was.
How much?
This is 4-inch dots with 4-inch gaps. When I made the spots, I couldn't work out the whole formula, but I wanted the spots to be, touch the edges, and then we were worried about what size the gap should be, and then I said, of course, it's got to be the same size as the spots, so we don't have to make any decisions.
What? Dude, why the fuck do you buy this, dude? The person who bought this is such a fucking dumbass, dude. You have to be in person to appreciate the texture and aura of the art. Man, shut the fuck up, okay? Yeah, there are certain paintings that are like that. This is not it, okay? He literally said he cheat coded his way into making this so he could make it perfectly symmetrical. It doesn't even like show a picture or something. I don't even know. Dude, this is I can't, like, I know a lot of the takes I'm gonna have here are gonna be like fucking 3 head takes or 0 head takes. So I'm just gonna stop.
Multicolored dots that go up both of the pillars. I happen to like it. I think it gives this area kind of a whimsical, cool, more interesting touch than, you know, your typical hotel balcony with a giant pool on it. But anyway, even though the balcony is my personal favorite,
I hate the butterflies. I hate them. It's like way to turn something so naturally beautiful into just a disgusting display. It's gross. It's so over the top. It's all over. He's just, oh God, it's so bad. Yeah, it is like a child's hospital.
Part of this entire room.
It's so depressing.
I haven't even taken you upstairs yet to see the rest. So we go upstairs and you can see all the butterflies along the glass next to the stairway, again keeping with the butterfly theme. Then you can see more Damien Hirst art on this landing, all the additional butterflies. And next up, you turn to the right when you get to the top of the stairs and you enter a bedroom, which is insanely huge. I say that because you're currently looking at like a large room with a large living space and there's no bed in it. The bed is in the other part of the bedroom elsewhere. That's just how big this room is. It has a bed and a seating area and like this little nest thing hanging from the ceiling, which you can just kind of curl up in and hang out if that's what you want to do in your bedroom. And you have some interesting views up here. In part, the bedroom faces down over the bar area and into the living space within the suite. You also have a view kind of over the balcony and the pool that's out there on your hanging balcony. Or you can look out the other way and see over the whole city, this incredible view.
Once again, just much nicer hotels at the Strip that you can stay at. You know, you can just sit there and think, why in the ever-loving fuck did I put $100,000 a night for this? You know, just great. I have
More
to
of the
pee.
casinos,
But another thing you should be thinking about is how you can avoid the ads at the top of every hour.
And next up, you walk across the upstairs landing and you enter the second bedroom suite. I'm going to start with the bedroom where it's fairly similar to the one I already showed you. Another rather large bedroom with another amazing sweeping view over the entire city. An absolutely beautiful space.
It's so... I can't do it. I just like... It's so fucking triggering, dude. Am I the only one who's like losing it at this? It's so fucking... It's so nasty. There's like fucking pills everywhere on the walls, dude. God damn. It's so ugly. I've never seen something so ugly before. What the fuck?
I also like in this bedroom foyer, you have this little table, which is all mirrors and kind of jagged edges, triangles, cutouts. Very interesting piece. I really, really like how it looks, actually, and it fits this space very well. But probably the most unbelievable thing on the second floor of this hotel room is in here. I'm not talking about this door. That takes you back into the hall. It's a second entrance for this hotel room since we're on the second floor. Instead, I'm talking about this door because you go in here and you have the salt room. Ah, yes, the salt room. What's the matter? You don't have one? Before you enter this room, you turn this little switch on the outside to turn.
Bro, I didn't realize, like, listen, doesn't this guy, like, review all the exotic cars and shit? Like, why is he such a Midwestern dad, dude? This is what it would be like.
Have one. Before you enter this room, you turn this little switch on the outside to turn on the salt. Then you come in here and apparently salt particles start to fill the room and you sit back and relax, and it's supposed to help with your allergies or your aura or just making you feel more relaxed. Do you want to know the difference between rich people and wealthy people? Rich people have a sauna. Wealthy people have a salt room.
Is that even true? What the fuck? I feel like getting peppered with salt is probably not good for you or your skin.
And by the way,
I know he's joking, but like this is like
the salt room. In addition to the fact that it merely exists, there's little designs on the.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching the fucking butterfly is there. Watching him give this review on such a fucking monstrosity has, in my eyes, made him lose credibility.
On the walls. If you look closely, you can see imprinted on the walls, you have like a butterfly on one wall, and look around, there's a skull on another wall. It's a really, really cool look, precisely what you'd expect to find in a salt room, I think. And finally, we move on to the last interesting bit of the empathy suite, which is the bathroom off of the second bedroom, which of course features, once again, its own dedicated massage room. Now the cool thing here is there are two ways to enter this bathroom. You can, of course, just walk through the bedroom, you're into the bathroom. That's a pretty standard thing to do.
This gave me an emotional, mental scar. Like, I will never be the same after seeing this hotel room. I'm changed. I guess that's what profound art is supposed to do, is supposed to change you. And motherfucker, this is some real profound shit. I literally, it broke me, dude. It broke me. Maybe the irony is like, if you actually do have empathy, when you look at this is like CIA, MK Ultra mind control finally succeeding. I will not be the same after seeing this hotel room. It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Nothing weird about that. Or you can enter through the back way. There's an entrance to the massage room from that door that leads out into the hall. You come in here, you can see there's a little exercise room with a treadmill, you keep going, and then you're in the massage room. This is
even then, it's like, even then, all the walls have the fucking pills.
How the masseuse or masseur would enter the room, so they don't get to go through your bedroom, see all your stuff. They just come in the massage service entrance. Your hotel room doesn't have that, nor does your house. Now here's the other cool thing about the massage room. Once you're done with your massage, you can either leave through the service entrance or you can leave the other way, which goes directly through the shower. So after you finish your massage, you want to rinse off, no problem, you're walking through the shower anyway. Just turn it on and you can let the water flow around you to increase your relaxation before you go down to the bar or take a swim in your 34th floor giant hot tub. And so that's the empathy suite at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. Probably the most extravagant, luxurious, and expensive hotel room.
I'm sad, dude. I'm like actually sad. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
On the planet. I've never seen anything like this, and I probably never will again, considering that it costs $100,000 a night. But now you've seen it, and I hope you've enjoyed the tour.
I really didn't. It made me sad. It made me so fucking sad.